Alright guys, so here's the review of the Steeldive SD1965S. So this is actually an Homage, but it's not Homage in the usual suspects. So it's not Homage in Seiko, or Rolex, or Omega. It's actually an Homage of an Oris Diver 65. So if you know your watches, you'll probably have figured that out from the thumbnail, but if you didn't know, now you do. So, to be upfront, just want to say, I wasn't actually sent this watch for free. I did pay for it myself, so not going to do the usual disclaimer there. But question is the watch any good? Would I recommend it? Let's get down to it and find out. So here it is. Comes in the standard Steeldive box, like you get with a lot of the other slightly more expensive AliExpress brands like San Martin, Heimdallr, etc. They are good, do like them. So it came nicely wrapped, so because it's bronze you want it fully protected so it's not going to patina whilst in the box. I'm going to show you what else actually came in it. So we've got a nice Steeldive tag, then we've got the warranty card, not signed or dated, so not much use. Instructions, which I obviously haven't opened because it's a watch. If you don't know what you're doing with that, a simple watch, you shouldn't be getting it. So here's the watch itself, and you can see I've already got quite a bit of patina on this because I've been trying it out for, I think it's about a week or so now. The bezel has actually got a bit more patina than the case, but the case is coming along nicely. Nice bit of patina on that crown as well. But obviously if you don't like the patina look, you can always clean it up with a bit of lemon juice or something, get it back to the bright kind of finish. You can see a little bit, that's more what it was like before the patina started kicking in. But that's the fun with bronze watches. They can age with you, or you can keep them looking fresh. It's up to you. So, quickly mention about this strap actually before I get any further into the actual watch itself. So I picked it up on this nice genuine leather 20mm strap with quick release spring bars, because I thought it just went really nicely with the actual case and with the indices as well. I thought it was quite a nice match. But when I've been looking now, just before doing this review, it doesn't appear to be available on this strap anymore. They only seem to have it with a couple of rubber strap options. I have got another strap that I've been wearing on a little bit, just a waffle one. So I'll probably show you what it's like on that at the end of the video when I do the wrist shot, as well as obviously this one. A little bit disappointed it didn't come with a matching bronze buckle, but I'm probably going to order one to go with this actually. I've already found one, so I'll probably leave a link to that down in the description along with the watch, because I think that might just like finish it off quite nicely, because it is a little bit odd at the moment. So as for the dial, let's get a zoom in on that. So you can see we've got a really nice blue dial, that deep blue, and we've also got a really nice domed crystal as well. So you get a nice bit of distortion from that, and you know I'm a sucker for a bit of a domed crystal. I do love it. Would have been nice if there's a little bit more anti-reflective coating maybe, but I think there is some on there, so it's not too bad. And then we've got those really nice gold coloured indices as well, and then matching hands, so it does come together nicely. And like I said before, that is more matching with the original colour of the case before it patinas. I do like as well that we've got the date window down at the 6. It's not colour matched, but it is black, so it is blending in nicely with that dark blue. So that is nice to see. And then we've got the Steeldive logo at the top, Steeldive text just below that, automatic 200 metre just above the 6 where the date window is. And there's a closer look at that sign crown with that Steeldive logo again. And you can see, because I've been using that quite a bit, there's quite a bit more patina on that. So I might clean that up a little bit too dark for me. I do like this kind of light patina at the moment. It's the kind of level I like. I'm not one of these that has like really dark, really kind of crusty looking bronze. But again, personal preference, each to their own.
Perfect.
So seeing as we briefly touched on it, let's test out that crystal. See if it is sapphire. Using the trusty diamond slitter too. So yep, we have got sapphire crystal on that, which is always good, especially with it being domed, because that isn't that cheap. So before we get on to the measurements, I'll quickly show you the case back on it. So we've got Steeldive, the fact that it's bronze, automatic, movement, NH35, and 200 meter diver. And it is a screw down stainless steel case back, obviously, because you don't want a bronze one, because you don't want to be getting a patina rubbing off on your wrist. End up with a green wrist. So let's quickly talk about those measurements now. So we've got a thickness of 13.7, diameter of 42, lug width you already know because I showed you on the actual strap before, but just to prove it, we've got 20mm strap, well 20mm lug width, and then we've got a lug to lug of just a touch over 50. So it's not the shortest lug to lug, but I'll show you what it's like on wrist in a bit, like I say. Let's quickly show you what this bezel action's like. So the bezel itself is actually also bronze. So you're going to get patina on that as well. As you can see, it's patinaed quite a bit on mine. And then because it is bronze, it doesn't sound all that nice. It's got a different sound to stainless steel, obviously. It's kind of similar to when I tried out the bezel on a titanium one. It's a similar kind of feel and sound as well, actually. But it lines up well enough and there's no play in it. As you can see there. So it could be ever so slightly perhaps to the left, but it is ever so slight. In fact, let's go around one more time just to check. I know, I've just gone slightly past. So there we go, yeah, it is lined up perfectly. And then, this is one slight issue I do have with this. I'm going to zoom in actually so you can see a bit better. So that loom pip on that bezel, it is just added after and just applied, which is a little bit awkward. I'm a little worried about that getting knocked off. Would have been nicer to see it recessed actually into that bezel. So something to be aware of, not ideal, but so far I've not had a problem with it. So quickly show you this movement in action. Like I said, NH35, so we've got a screw down crown, pop it out once, change that date window down at the 6, pop it out again, second hand stop's got a hack in, and then obviously you can change the time, push it back in, second hand re-engages, got hand winding. So the usual, all the good stuff you expect with an NH35. So now, I'll quickly show you what the loom's like. Decent amount of loom there already, but let's charge it up, give it a proper chance. That loom pip as well. And there it is. So straight away you can see the loom pip is actually a different colour to the actual hands and the indices, which is a little bit odd. So I would have preferred if that matched, but they're both bright, which is good. And it does last a decent amount of time, this as well, which is always good. Evenly applied nicely between the indices and the hands, not got one brighter than the other, and there's no patchiness either. So it stays at this level now for a decent amount of time. So it's definitely usable. And again, with that loom pip being a different colour, although it is a different colour, it still lasts the same amount of time as well, which is good. So definitely usable loom. Obviously if you want to take it diving, don't be doing it with this strap. Be doing it with the rubber one instead. But like I say, at the moment I don't know whether you can actually pick it up on this strap or not. But again, getting back to the loom, really happy with that. Nicely done Steeldive. So I'll quickly show you now what it's like on wrist on this leather strap before I quickly show you on a rubber one to show you what it'd be like if you do want to put it on something else. So this is what it looks like on the strap I got it on, the vintage style leather one. Again, like I say, I'm probably going to be swapping this out. I'm going to be ordering a bronze one to go with it. If I do find one, I'll leave a link to that in the description, like I said. But it is a really good looking piece, this. I do love it. I love that deep blue of the dial. I love that lovely distortion from that domed crystal. And I'm really loving the patina on the bronze as well. And with this strap, like I say, I do think it goes quite well. Not really sure why they don't offer it anymore. Perhaps it's because it's a dive watch, people don't want a leather strap on a dive watch. But I'm not realistically going to be going diving with it, so it's more of a desk diver for me. But I'll quickly show you what it's like now on another rubber strap. And this is what it looks like on that black waffle strap. So this is just a strap I've had that I had with another watch. I've just swapped it out. But I think you can pick these up pretty cheaply on their own on AliExpress. If I do find any, I'll leave a link to that down in the description too. If you do want to pick one up, if you do want to pick it up, either for this watch or another watch, because they are really nice. So I think this could be a bit of a strap monster, this one, which you wouldn't really suspect when you're looking at it, but I think it could go with quite a lot of different straps. Some nice blue ones I think would look good too. Perhaps a NATO or something similar to that, if you're into that kind of thing. But that's it for this one, guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.